Hello, friends and family of the internet. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. Look, folks, this is a public announcement, a public warning. There are social media influencers that go around recording you at your place of work, through the drive-through window, wherever, with the intent of making you look racist. I cannot make this up. I am very serious. Please do not turn this video off. It is not what you think. Make sure that you hit the like, subscribe, that you have the notification bell ring. My name is Samantha. Let's get into this.
Who are out here today pushing fake propagandist rhetoric that says that white people hate black people and we're such victims, when a lot of times black people are making it up, creating their own fake hate crime.
Officer responded to a call regarding a disorderly woman inside a speedway.
Disorderly, huh?
You don't type of white people. You like to be seen. You couldn't even give me my gas so I can go. You want to be seen.
Racist card already?
You one of them white people.
What's going on?
You want to say that somebody doing something to you, but I'm not in no direction of her.
She was so drunk, she couldn't figure out how to pump her $10 of gas. And what was her knee-jerk response? To go in there and claim, you white people, y'all doing something to me. To me, yes, she got arrested, and she should have. But it gets worse. Just hang on.
Okay, well,
Look,
I have no
Wash your
problem.
mouth.
Look at me.
Yo, wash your
I have
mouth,
no
son.
problem with you, but I'm trying to do a
I
job
don't
just
give
like
a f***,
everybody.
nigga. Wash your mouth. You gonna watch how you talk to me, son.
Can you please
On my
get out
mother
of my
say you gonna
car?
watch your talk to me.
Okay.
On my mother.
Can you please get out of my car?
You gonna watch your talk to me. What's up?
Dude,
What's up with you, nigga? So what you trying to do?
all I'm asking you to do is
So
to
what you
please
trying
get
to do?
out of my
Don't
car.
talk to me crazy, nigga. What's
You're an
up?
Uber driver, and you're white, male or female. In those areas, you're insane. I know you got to make a living, baby. I know where I live, and I don't have a choice right now. So I understand. I'm not judging. But not only should you be recording, you need to have plexi bulletproof glass up your window. I don't know, man. That's all I could show you of that clip. Yes, 2 guns pointed at him because he asked them to go on and get out of his car. Why? Because they don't know how to behave.
Be around y'all.
According to the National Crime Victimization Survey, in 2010, 62,593 blacks were the victims of white violence. During that same year, 320,082 whites were the victims of black violence. That's 5 times as many violent attacks, but that number is misleading, since the black and white populations are not the same size. When 38 million black Americans commit 5 times as many violent crimes on 197 million whites as they receive, what you discover is that black perpetrators violently assault white victims 25 times more frequently. And when it comes to a specific kind of violent crime, aggravated assault, the number of black on white crimes is 200 times higher than white on black crimes. Oh, there's an epidemic of racial violence in America already. Reporter and author Colin Flaherty has taken a cold, clear-eyed view of the statistics that don't make the news because they're suppressed by the news. He reports, for example, again in 2010, the National Crime Victimization Survey reported approximately 13,000 black-on-white rapes and 39,000 black-on-white robberies, both violent crimes. The statistics show that the number of white-on-black rapes and violent robberies were so small that they had to be rounded to the nearest whole number, and that whole number was 0.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I'm going to do videos on whatever the Lord shows me to do. Here recently, I have been doing videos to wake you up. Both black, white, Latino, wake up. Because we're under attack in this country, and it's not white people hurting the black people. Look at this stop sign. Look at the stop sign. Yeah, that's in my community. Is that in your community? Do you have to see that every time you drive out of your road? You know, only truly privileged people would dare to come on my channel and tell me that you're uncomfortable with me showing truthful statistics about crime. It's because you've never had to live it. It's because you either live behind gated communities or predominantly white communities where you might get one or two black families and a couple of Hispanics, maybe some Asians who are always chill, right? And you live in this bubble. For the rest of us out here having to spend as much as you'd pay for a car to train a dog to protect you, having to put in home alarms, cameras, buying 2A products, spending our checks on self-defense because we don't live in a bubble, right? So you can stop. That is truly what white privilege is. Y'all want to know what white privilege is? White privilege is being so privileged that you don't have to deal with the crime. You don't have to deal with the crime. That's true white privilege. That's what liberal whites and then these conservative whites that have been guilted for so long about the color of your skin, yeah, that it makes you uncomfortable. You can hear black people talk about black crime and you're okay with it, but you're uncomfortable when I do it. Get off my channel. I mean it. I'm tired of it. That double standard stops. I'm gonna call that out too. Because this is America. Everybody should be coming to the table because it's the black children in my community that are dying. Yeah, in every community. And I'm sorry, is it racist for me to care? Or would it be better if I was racist and not cared? Turn the video off because it made you uncomfortable. Y'all gonna have to get it together, folks, because I'm living this experience. And then to realize that the 60+% of people in my community hate me and commit the majority of the crime is mind-boggling to me. Real talk. I don't know what else to say. I love you guys so much. Be blessed. Like, comment, subscribe, because you know I'm not curbing myself for anybody.
More important that we call out using race as a cover for criminal activity may have worked in the past, but that doesn't work anymore. Just like this woman in Walmart found out when she started acting a fool and police had to place hands on her and she started screaming the magic words.
YouTube stopped paying me because they said that my videos were harmful to a certain demographic of people. Folks, if you'd like to push back against that narrative like everything else we're having to fight in America, you know what? Tribe up with me, support me, row with me. You can look in the top of comments. There's different ways that you can send $1, $10, $100, or $1,000. Anything that you feel led to do will help us keep continuing to bring out the truth.
Racism.
You're not supposed to be recording.
Yes, ma'am.
Walmart is racist! Walmart is racist! Walmart is racist! Walmart is racist!
Walmart that allows black people to walk around eating free chicken and free deli food and sit on the floor and let their kids eat chips off the ground is racist now? I mean, I cannot make it up. But what about the employees you have of a certain demographic that attack elderly ladies because they don't like the way she gave back the money?
Walmart convenience store in Cedar Hill. The customer trying to purchase a slushie.
To me, $1.06 has changed my life a lot.
$1.06. That's how much money Ann Flores says she slid across the counter to the cashier for the slushie. Flores claims the cashier wanted the money placed in her hand.
And she said, pick up the effing money and put it in my damn hand.
Flores did not like the cashier's tone, so she left the money on the counter and tried to walk out.
So I kept on walking towards the door, and she came around the counter and she shoved the money in my chest.
According to an arrest warrant affidavit, a Cedar Hill police detective says the cashier confronted and pushed Flores, adding Flores was trying to leave, but the cashier taunted Flores.
For those of you who don't understand, let me spell it out for you. I have been called a MAGA extremist, and I have been called a left-wing lunatic. And I wear both as a badge of honor, because that means truth and facts matter to me. The word racism today essentially has no meaning. It's essentially been turned into an excuse for criminal behavior. We literally have DAs letting criminals off the hook because they are black. That is the definition of institutional racism. When are we going to hold people accountable for their crimes, no matter what they look like, no matter
I
what
used to
they're
say the most dangerous place to be would be black in a black community, but now I need to correct that. The most dangerous place to be is to be black at a fast food place in a predominantly black community, or to be white at that fast food place. You don't believe me? Watch this.
Restaurant. One man was shot and it was caught on camera. We're going to freeze the video because it is graphic.
He all up in his face too. Oh, they fighting. He knocked the headset off.
This certain group of people are so desperate for attention. They are agents of chaos. There are people that will hurt you, that will assault you because you're white. There are people that will hurt you and assault you because you're elderly and black. If you don't believe me, watch this.
In an orange jumpsuit and cuffs, making a first appearance in court Friday. He's charged with first-degree premeditated murder. Osceola County deputies say it was all over a fast food customer complaining about his meal. A witness said he was possibly asking for mayo packets. The arrest affidavit says Wesley Robertson asked to speak with the manager several times after ordering from the front window at Checkers Wednesday night. Deputies say that's when Mackey climbed out of a drive-through window, walked around the side of the building, and started arguing with Robertson. According to an arrest report, that's when Robertson used derogatory language to insult Mackey, and in response, Mackey pulled a gun out of his waistband and shot Robertson in the chest. He fell headfirst into the building.
Ugly, folks. I'm just trying to raise awareness. This is how we do it. Because did y'all know those statistics? I didn't until I researched. I guess my point is, if one person in America is not safe, then really nobody is, guys.